Oh, hello.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Punch Stomp-Cast. Stomp-Cast. Did I
Got
say it
it.
right the first time? I
Yeah.
thought I fucked it up. SmackDown Live edition. SmackDown Live review, January 30th. We missed Monday Night Raw. I mean, we could probably just go over a few key notes for this one for Raw. There wasn't really much.
Yeah. We'll do SmackDown first, and then we'll jam on Raw at the end.
For sure, yeah, because SmackDown was I actually enjoyed it. I pretty much watched everything. I skimmed through the last match and the Baron Corbin and Ty Dillinger match, just for time's sake.
Who the hell needs that?
Yeah, no. But it was good. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Opening segment, Shinsuke he needs a manager, man.
He does. He does.
Looks like it's like he's trying so hard to say words, like he can't figure out what he wants to say.
Yeah.
And it's like it hurts him to say these things.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Japan isn't really built anyway on big promos. And I don't think his character was, at least. You know? You get these kind of short, sweet kind of promos.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine for what it was. He just said he was going to knee everybody in the face. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, he did. That was fair.
Yeah, he did what he said he did. I'm cool with it. It's just, it kind of takes you out of the whole essence of the aura of Nakamura. It's like, he's so awesome, but then he tries to cut a promo and he struggles, and you're like, oh.
I totally agree.
Okay.
When Asuka was starting in NXT and her English wasn't great, I remember they just had her cut these ripping Japanese promos, where she'd just go off in Japanese like a crazy person, rapid fire, screaming at people. And I thought it was awesome. You didn't need to understand what she was saying.
Yeah, you get the context. Yeah.
And with Knock, I think they could, rely on something similar to that, because his English skills have not developed in the 2 years he's been around, Asuka has. Asuka cut a pretty fair promo now. She's, grown in English, but Knock is just still not great. Apparently he's rather fluent. He just doesn't speak it well.
It makes sense. And also, I mean, yeah, they probably don't give him big, long things to say anyways.
They really should. I mean, it was like you're saying, he should have a manager. I don't know who, though. It's hard to have a face.
Drew Gulak
have a face manager nowadays.
Oh, Drew Gulak translates his. He talks in Japanese, and Drew Gulak translates it. And
that'd be good.
Nakamura has no idea that he's translating it wrong, and Gulak is just guessing what he's saying.
That sounds like a Mania main event to me. And now, third segment on SmackDown.
Oh man.
Shit, man. I don't know. For Nakamura would kind of have to go badass kind of assassin heel, and then he could get a manager. But it's hard. Nobody's face manager nowadays. Nobody has a manager who's face, really.
Yeah, true, I guess. Other than if Titus O'Neil wasn't, if he wasn't wrestling.
Yeah. Titus, I guess.
Woods.
Yeah, they all wrestle, right? It's just, I don't know. It's not something they do nowadays. So I wouldn't mind not going kind of crazy badass heel. Be better.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I'd be super into that.
Yeah. Just knees the shit out of everybody. Ruthless, kind of like Orton, honestly, badass Orton kind of character, where he just doesn't give a fuck and kills everybody all the time.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. And yeah, it kind of, and then you don't need him to talk, right?
Yeah,
he can just fuck people up. And
I would love if after Lesnar leaves, I mean, I don't know if he's actually going to leave, but say Lesnar leaves and Heyman sticks around, if Heyman had a stable of dudes, kind of like he had in WCW, I think it was the Dangerous Alliance, it was called.
But he did, technically, when he had, Ryback and Curtis Axel.
Yeah, well, that doesn't fucking count, because fuck that shit. I mean, Roman Reigns and Nakamura and people he's praised endlessly over the last few years. Braun, AJ Styles, a group of killers, man, and they're just Heyman's guys or whatever. Yeah, I want some more factions. All my theories end up boiling down to factions.
Well, yeah, because we need factions, right? It would be cool too if he had people on both Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. And Paul Heyman's this kind of god that just is everywhere. And he's he just shows up wherever he feels like it. So I don't know. Hopefully, man. I still think he can get guys over. I think maybe it wasn't the best, chances at it, because I think Cesaro can get over too. But I just don't think he did it right.
I don't think Cesaro needed Heyman. That was the thing.
It was weird because they turned him heel, right? Like he was hot as shit as a face. Heyman could have just promoted him as a face too. He didn't need to be a heel.
Yeah.
And they made him be a
Yeah.
heel. But like I could see Heyman, managing someone like Knock really, really effectively, and just
It
building
would.
him
It
up
seems
like
like it'd be
this.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, like this MMA guy, he just gives his promos for him and shit.
Yeah, I'm super
So,
into that. I actually really like that
yeah.
idea.
I do like the build
Oh.
with him and AJ though, where it seems like they're both going to stay faces, and they're just going to have like this battle of best men.
Yeah, I respect Battle of the Best. Yeah, match. Like at the end of the day, it's always good to have heel face matches.
Yeah.
But when it's just two top guys, like don't turn one for the sake of turning one.
Oh, I still could
Like
see them turning AJ though.
if he can somehow join with the Balor Club, sure, or the Bullet Club. But other than that, I feel like him on his own just going heel would be kind of a waste at this point because he's so over, and he's really the only.
I feel like it would be Baylor Club, but then is Baylor Club even heel or does it backfire?
Well, and if AJ did go heel, I mean, then he's the top babyface, so Knock would be the next top babyface, and that'd be it. It'd be kind of weird.
Well, they would like probably put the title on Knock and make him the like spring baby champ, but like I don't think that would work. So I hope they don't.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see who wins that match. I don't know if Knock's gonna win or not.
I hope it like does this like kind of Brock Kurt Angle thing where it's like friendly rivalry that slowly gets more intense.
That's probably what it's gonna build to.
Like intense and personal and shit like that, and then like they keep doing these like I liked how they work together tonight. I usually hate that shit when they have like people are going to be in a title match tagging together because it always feels so like but like this just worked because you have what they say 69 days to WrestleMania as of yesterday. Nice. And like that's a 70-day build for a match. That's fucking dope, man. They can afford to start slow and do this and build it properly, and it feels at least as of now like it's going to be a really good slow old school kind of build.
I would love to see too, just like you said, competition. So you could even have them be like a beat the clock challenge just for fun or something. Like they both wrestle two different guys and like see who's always the best.
Yes, I love that. Like, and I love how. Did you see AJ's tweet about it's been like 500 days since you beat me in Japan?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was like 500 days since you beat me, 500 days since I've wanted a rematch.
Nice.
And like I'll get it in 70 days kind of thing. It was like this fucking. They made it like a really big thing right off the bat.
Will they? You think they'll reference that on TV, or think that's only going to be like Twitter?
I don't know, man. Like he said Japan, like really clearly. It wasn't even like, oh, the last time we faced. It was like in fucking Japan. They're not really that afraid of referencing Japan, I don't think. Like,
but like on TV though, you think they'd say it on TV?
I could see it, yeah. Because they have to sell this as like a rematch, right? To sell this as like this epic second confrontation thing. That's like a rematch that's been 2.5 years in the waiting kind of thing.
But they already called it a dream match, though.
Yeah. I just mean like you could get into it in the promos. Like AJ's already talking about it, so.
Like, yeah. No, I'm just saying though that they've been saying dream matches if they're kind of saying this is the first time.
It is still a dream match. They're not wrong.
But is it a dream match if it already happened?
Yes. Yes. Did you watch the first one?
No, and I didn't know that Knock won, so thanks for ruining that.
I didn't say a thing.
He said AJ wants his revenge.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
He said it's been 500 days since you beat me in Japan. He
that's fair.
Said that.
Well, to be fair, I was reading a tweet that he said, so AJ spoiled it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, it's my own fault. I've been meaning to watch and I just haven't.
2 years too. Spoilers. Called spoilers 2 years later. It's hard to do.
Fair enough.
They were both leaving, right? It was like a Brock Goldberg thing where they were both leaving and they had a Wrestle Kingdom match, and it was like so good, man.
Yeah, no,
and they fist bumped at the end.
So like, it's not like they hate each other.
Yeah, that was what got AJ like kayfabe kicked out of Bullet Club, was showing Knock love at the end of the match and respect, and they were like, "What the fuck, man? You can't do that." And he's like, "Dude, come on, it's Knock." And then they kicked his ass and kicked him out.
Like that.
He showed up in the Rumble. So they get a lot of history, man. They'll talk about it for sure, even if it's on the sly.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like the Sammy KO thing too. Sammy versus KO.
Yeah, do you want to get into that now, or you want to kind of build to it?
We might as well just do the whole thing. Like, because these connect, we might as well just talk about the whole thing.
So they came out, said, I didn't realize that Kevin didn't make the tag, but he was the one that got pinned because I missed the match.
Yeah, they kind of like it was awkward. I know what they were going for, but it didn't come off well. Like
Another referee match. Like, can AJ and KO have one match where the refs aren't involved in a stupid thing? Like,
the ref wasn't involved in this. It was like pretty clearly what they were trying to do in the match was like he was supposed to look like he got the tag, but not get the tag. But they kind of screwed it up. Like Sammy got too close, so like KO had to like pull back, and it looked really awkward and weird, and like it didn't really come off well. But and then when you saw it, you're like, well, that's the basis of the rematch or whatever the fuck, you know. But I do like it how it's like 1-on-1, and I bet you it's gonna be Sammy, man.
Well, okay, so I'll say one thing. I just hate the fact that they pick and choose when they like the GMs come out and be like, "No, restart the match." Like, you know what I mean? Like they always have that opportunity, but it's like every now and then, like Daniel Bryan's like the ref's decision is final. Yet Shane McMahon like tried to reverse it not too long ago. One time when the ref fucked up, like I just hate. Like I get it, but it's annoying. Like pick one or the other. Pick like a replay format or not if you're gonna do this shit.
I would love. I read something about a like WWE using a replay system a couple of years ago.
Like a challenge do or something, and if I don't know,
it paints you into a corner, right? Where like sometimes you need to have a fuck job finish, and you can't because you have this dumbass replay system that you don't actually fucking need because it's not a real sport.
I just think, I guess, but I feel like you could do kind of fuck job finishes other ways that where the replay wouldn't come into effect.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, you can't do a ref bump anymore with a replay system, basically, right? Like you can't do like a ref bump interference, ref bump like should have been pinned, shit like that. Like it's like
I think I know. I feel more like ref bump. If the ref gets bumped and then you hit him with a chair, then that's fine. But if like it's a fucked up, like you get the shoulder up, like if you can contest a pin, is what I'm trying to say, because that's what their big basis was pins.
It's just I feel like it would turn into such a fucking gimmick. Like heels would always be like replay, you know.
It could be kind of funny though. And then like if you fuck up a replay, then that screws up your opportunities. That shit. I don't know. I get it. Yeah,
it's just a fucking rabbit hole, man. It's a rabbit hole.
It's just frustrating though when they pick.
I know. I feel like they should choose one. Like Daniel Bryan's always like, look, the ref's decision stands night of, but if the replay shows something, then we'll talk about it. Like that's kind of Daniel Bryan's approach.
Another opportunity,
you know. Daniel Bryan, he has this like kind of make right, you know, policy. Like no matter who it is, you know, like we'll make it right, we'll make it justice and all that shit.
I guess he did too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's like I've always kind of wanted it and not wanted it all at the same time.
I know. The more you talk about it, the more you, like you said, you paint yourself into a corner. It's just you get so frustrated when it happens.
Yeah, I know. But pick one. I agree. Totally pick one. And it was awkward, man. Like it was awkward as shit. The way they did it. But you can feel the setup, and the setup's fine because you need that bridge feud into Mania, right? Like it's got to be this kind of halfer feud, and that's okay, you know. And it'll probably be Knock versus the loser too.
Well, I saw something a while ago that it was supposed to be, I think, like a fatal 4-way or fatal 5-way at Fastlane for the belt.
Yeah.
So I mean, that'll play into. Okay, so my theory on the match is I have the idea that they could do something where they don't want to fight each other, but then they start fighting each other and they get really intense about it, and it spews outside the ring, and they start beating each other up outside of the ring and they get really into it, and then there's a 10 count, so they both get counted out, and then they both go, oh shit, neither of us lost or won, so we're both in the match against AJ.
Screw that shit. I don't like it.
You know what I mean? What's that?
I don't like that. Just making all. This is a really clean, beautiful WrestleMania match, and they're gonna muddy it up. They do some shit like that.
No, for the Fastlane. So then it's a triple threat match at Fastlane.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like KO and AJ.
I thought it would be like Knock was in there too.
For what?
For the 4-way. Like if they had a fatal 4-way and it was like Sammy, KO, AJ, Knock 4-way.
Oh no, we'll do it at Fastlane. That wouldn't make any sense.
Like I would hate that.
No. I'm saying I think the Fastlane one, the 4-way was like Baron Corbin was in there and Jinder. I think it was like a 5-way with those guys. But I'm just saying to get to that, if they want to do like a triple threat at Fastlane, KO and Sammy do this kayfabe, like this thing where they beat each other up outside of the ring, so it's a count out, and then they're like, well, you have to give us a triple threat.
I like that.
So it's like their way of.
I like that. I was thinking it might be the finger poke of doom.
I was thinking that too, but then who takes the pin?
I think they both do it.
And it's a 10 count?
No, they both poke each other, and then they're like, you were supposed to go down. And Kevin's like, no, you were supposed to go down. And they start arguing.
I heard that too.
Like, they tease the finger poke, you know? And you're like, oh, no, please don't, because that was a terrible moment in wrestling. And I mean, those guys are students of the game. They obviously know about the finger poke. And, you know, they're both kind of trolls, too. I would not put it past KO to do a finger poke of doom spot. Like, they fake this dissension, and then they're all hot all next week on SmackDown and shit, and then it like comes to a head, finger poke, and it's like this huge troll drop, and KO just laughs and shit.
Or you do a finger poke where KO falls down when Sammy goes to pin him. He like plays possum and rolls him up.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I would love a finger poke.
I really hope it ends with Sammy getting a one-on-one though. Like, I think that would be a really big boost for him right now.
I like that too, and I wrote down in my notes that I loved this promo at the end too.
Yeah,
but how he said this isn't about like we're not like our friendship is over. This is about opportunities. Kevin gets that. Yeah, I'm gonna get my opportunity. He had to take opportunity. He's won a bunch of belts.
I freaking loved that so much. That was like beautiful character stuff, man. It was like Sami Zayn's heel turn, like coming full circle. You know,
and he talked about on the Jericho podcast too about how he's worried about being too much of a zany character because he doesn't want to be the heel where he's such a joke that he'll never be seen as a top guy. He wants to make sure that you can still see him as a threat.
Yeah.
And in this match, he was going toe to toe with Kevin, like, fuck you. So it worked out perfectly. Yeah, he still looks like a top guy.
And then the promo at the end, that's a top guy promo, man. Like, I really liked Sammy's whole thing here, man, since he turned heel. I was a little skeptical. I wanted it to work. But I was worried because the dude's never been a heel. He's always been a huge face, right? And he's not even really changed anything.
That's the thing. That's the funny thing.
Beautiful. Like, it's kind of
even more logical.
Yeah. Like, I think he's one of those true things, like when they say there's no heels and faces anymore. Like, Sammy is one of those dudes that's actually neither, you know? Like, he could go either way. Like, he can be a face tomorrow if you wanted to be again. He could be a sympathetic face immediately. KO just has to like throw him through a plate glass window, and boom, Sammy's back, man. It's old Sami Zayn again, fucking in and getting momentum.
That would be funny if they did something next week where it's like KO shows up at SmackDown and like DB's like, "Where's Sammy?" It's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Don't you guys ride together?" He's like, "I don't know." And then like DB gets a call from Sammy. He's like, "You fucking left me at the airport, man." Like, what? It's like, I don't remember.
That'd be great.
And they Sammy trying to get to the SmackDown for the match.
And they keep trying to screw each other over, you know? Like buddies would, to like screw them out of the match so they don't have to fight. I like that, man. That's what I mean. Like, there's so many good things they can do here. And I'm pretty psyched with the SmackDown main event scene right now. It's working really well.
And I'm glad that AJ is a part of it now too, so the title is a part of it. Whereas like before when it was like Randy, Shinsuke, Kevin, and Sammy.
Yeah.
AJ was kind of in the backfall, but now AJ is the centerpiece.
Exactly. As it should be. I think SmackDown's been playing really well going into Mania here. Like, I don't know. I still don't know where Sammy and KO go for Mania. Like, is it against each other? I hope not.
I guess so.
Like, it feels like it's still Shane McMahon, you know, somehow.
Could be. I feel like, I don't know. It just feels like for this build, if they're going to wrestle each other, it's got to be for like a belt that Sammy can win and get his opportunity, right?
Exactly.
That's kind of what it's all been about. He's like, I turned so I can get opportunities. Like, he gets opportunities.
Yeah. Like, I think it would have been in a different universe, like, not saying for this year, but we're like, KO is the champ and Sammy wins the Rumble, you know? And then it's like, we're Money in the Bank. And it's like this slow burn thing where like, they're friends, but Sammy wants the opportunity and he's going to seize the day and so on and so forth. And then they have a total teardown Mania main event match. Sammy goes over, wins the title. Like, that's what I want to see out of that whole thing, man.
Well, that's why I'm so disappointed. Like, I really thought this Rumble, they even could have planted those seeds with Sammy eliminating KO. The way kind of like Nikki eliminated Brie.
Yeah.
The Owens one, like one of those. Like,
that was just for fucking Total Divas.
Yeah, I know, I saw that too. But no, like that would have been perfect because then that's the whole thing where KO's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Dude, opportunities, man.
Yeah,
it's all about opportunities."
KO just like wasn't in the Rumble at all, and that's just so they can go like KO lost the title match. Sammy got eliminated from the Rumble, and they
Which
both had
was,
beef.
did you see that back and forth in the
Yeah.
backstage? That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that was
That
good.
was really like friend kind of like just like throwing jabs at each other.
Yep. No, I dug it, man. Like the chemistry is obvious and it's amazing. And I hope they keep going. I was thinking today too, KO has had this is like his third Mania with like a huge long storyline going into it.
That's true. Well,
Like,
wait, what was his first one?
what was his first one? I can't remember now.
Oh, this would be a second one, wouldn't it? I think because he did the IC title ladder match.
Yeah, but that was still a big story. It was him and Sammy, and it was like a mess of crap all through the fall.
Yeah,
Not as big, right? But like last year, he had the Jericho thing for like 6-8 months, and this year it's like the Shane McMahon thing that's going to run into Mania and Sammy and stuff. Like they really plan around KO, man. Really, really plan around KO. It's like a testament to how much he matters to them.
It'd be nice if they did it with everybody, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. But it's like you can see the plans on the board for certain people. Like Reigns obviously is always on the board. KO is always on the board too, man. That guy's never without something to do.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, highly valued
him. I was gonna say, oh yeah. So yeah, the match was good. The back and forth. I mean, like I said, it felt a bit rushed. I did kind of love when KO's like, Sammy, like, where were you, man? Like, you're supposed to be the tag. He's like, you're not there for me. He's like, oh, I'm not there for you. What about Hell in the Cell? Was I not there for you? And he just felt like a relationship where like one of the other people has something they hold against the other person, and just waits for that time to always bring it up. He's always just gonna bring it up. What about Hell in the Cell? Like, it has nothing to do with it.
Absolutely love it, man. Like they're just so perfect. I still think it's total. I'd still think it's total crap though. I think they're putting it on. So
I thought that too, but I don't know. Like,
no, I think you're probably right. It's like a double count out, and then they claim that they have to have a triple threat now.
Yeah, because I like the idea they could beat each other up so bad that it kind of spills out of the ring and shit, and then they can like afterwards when Shane can be like, "You guys planned that?" You're like, "We planned to like kill each other. What are you talking about? We wouldn't."
Exactly.
And then of course, whenever they leave, the camera stay on them, and you see them wink.
Yeah. I like it, man. I do. Like I think they could double count out, whatever, something like that, double DQ. You know.
Yeah. Something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it. And then they could even rematch it like the next week and be like, all right, no DQ, no count out. And then they're like, fuck, what do we do now? You know?
Yeah.
Double pin.
Something like that. Well,
double small package, double pin.
Both shoulders then.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Like I felt like if one of them like DQs the other or something, then you can just restart the match. Shane can. But it's just if you do it to where he can't be like restart the match, no count outs, if they kind of like beat the fuck out of each other. I don't know.
Yeah, or just go all the way out of the arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like through the crowd, out through the arena, into the abyss, because you can never find dudes when they brawl out into the crowd. They're just gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone forever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued for sure. Intrigued.
I'm super into next week's SmackDown.
Doesn't happen much, so.
Oh yeah. Next week, I'm actually excited to watch.
For two reasons, which I guess we'll transition into next, because I think that was next up on the card, wasn't it?
The four-way?
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck is this bullshit? Zack Ryder loses, but then gets a shot, and Mojo doesn't?
Mojo just lost a actual title match.
Yeah, but he actually has been winning.
He lost it in, what, like 6 minutes?
He lost to the champ, though.
So he's the last dude who should be getting a title shot, is what you're saying.
Oh, he should get a rematch.
What I call Mojo in this situation is the most recent loser.
Rematch, man.
AKA back of the line, son. Back of the line.
Bullshit.
Did you see it was almost Adam Cole came out for the US title?
That's who it was? You'd mentioned that they saved it, like they were going to bring somebody out next year.
Oh.
It was Cole?
Yeah. It was going to be Adam Cole. And then it was switched to Ziggler, and then it was switched to Mojo.
Okay, I guess we can talk about Ziggler after, but we'll talk about the four-way.
Fuck Ziggler.
I don't like what was let's bring him up 30. So it's his comeback, like he just left for no reason. Then he comes back for the Rumble, and then he's not even on SmackDown the next day. Like what? Like he's got to leave, man. I feel bad for Dolph at this point. Like I'm not a big Dolph guy, but just fucking go.
I'm so good. He's gonna be in the fucking Andre, and you know it.
Poor fuck. I feel bad. He's got
to be in the Andre. You know he's just gonna be in the Andre unless they put. Although I guess the US title will probably get the 8-man ladder match, so he'll probably be in that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, look at how many contenders they built in the last like month here for the US title, right? They had a whole tournament, bunch of dudes claiming that they should be US champ, blah blah blah.
Would they put all 3 New Day guys in it?
Could see it, yeah. I was thinking what the hell New Day would do, right?
Yeah.
And it makes total sense. And Jinder and Ziggler, Corbin, you know, the miscellaneous.
Yes.
Miscellaneous. They plan the whole card out, then they have miscellaneous over here
That's
on the
gonna be,
whiteboard.
that'll be a terrible ladder match too, because like Jinder, Baron, like these guys, what are they gonna do in ladder matches?
Yeah, ladder matches. They like can barely climb. They're those dudes. Baron was in Bunny in the Bank, and it was so funny watching him like slow climb because he's like he could go like 4 steps up and just reach and grab that thing. The dude's so tall. Like it's just ridiculous, man. On the card, you made it on the DVD. You get some royalties.
There you go,
boys.
There you go.
That's what really matters.
Yeah, I thought the match was.
This was a weird format.
Yeah, it was a little clunky.
It was a weird choice. Like Zack Ryder was definitely a weird choice, and as a U.S. title challenger, and now it's Kofi, right? Like,
yeah.
I feel like they should have stuck with Xavier.
That would have made the most sense. Like Jinder's in there, Xavier's in there, Zack Ryder's in there, Rusev's in there, and then
it's like kind of this U.S. title tournament second chance.
Well, should they kept the Aiden English then?
Yeah, him too. But then Rusev's in there, so you don't want him to be like, oh,
yeah,
shit, right? So like, I didn't really mind this aside from like, I guess they just don't really have anybody else. Like Corbin would have fit more than Ryder, right? Like,
it would have made more sense, but I don't know what they're doing with Corbin. It's weird.
Nobody does. I don't think Corbin does. Nobody does. Like they just have him in rando matches like all over the place. They don't fucking know what they're doing, man. Like nobody does.
It's interesting, but Rusev won, which is always great. I don't like him going for the U.S. title again, but the fact that he's kind of a face,
I'm into it, man. It was Rusev. Happy Rusev Day. It was Rusev Day today. Pretty psyched. Pretty psyched because I'm glad that they're just at least capitalizing on his momentum and not just stopping him dead in his tracks again. I mean, he doesn't have to win, but a program with Bobby Roode's going to be gold because Bobby Roode is funny and charismatic and witty and shit, right? And like, so is Rusev. And you put those together, and it's going to be gold, and they're going to be great together. They have a whole bunch of backstage stuff.
Yeah, and the fact that the Bludgeon Brothers seem to be the next up, so it's not like they can win the tag team titles. So why even bother?
Exactly.
Might as well give Rusev the push.
Aiden English can be like a pseudo manager right now.
Yeah, he already is technically. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just sing and kind of come out, and they're doing great right now, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. I'm happy for Rusev. It's Rusev Day, baby.
Rusev Day. The only thing I thought was kind of dumb was when the ref threw everybody out.
Yeah.
It was the most pointless one ever because they were just like arguing with each other.
I know.
Like not even interfering in the match, and the refs paying attention to them. Like, get out of here. It's like, what? Although Biggie was harassing Corey Graves. I'll give him that. Yeah. He kept throwing pancakes at him. Like so many pancakes.
Where do they get all the pancakes, man? It's like they have catering make like dishes of pancakes for these boys now, and they just like pile them up and throw them out.
Such a waste of pancakes.
It's so good. I fucking love it. I love it so much. Those pancakes were outside the Rumble the entire Rumble. The entire like 40 minutes, man. They were like the pancakes for the Iron Man of the Rumble. Fuck. I thought it was weird Kofi took the loss too. Like, why not Ryder? Ryder's right there. He's right there.
Why is he even in it? Like,
I saw the lineup. I was like, oh, 4-way Ryder in it. Well, I know he's taking the L. Like, but it's why Kofi, man? Shit. Like, don't do that. There's no reason to do that.
They must have some big plans for Zach.
Yeah. Okay. Like a future endeavor.
Fucker knows. New gimmick. Yeah.
Usos.
Okay.
Promo.
So I love the backstage promo. That was pretty cool. The way it looked, the way it was shot.
Yeah.
The Usos always look fucking badass.
Love Usos, man.
The promo they cut in the ring was great, but fuck, when is WWE going to learn graphics are not cool?
No.
They make things look like that. It ruined the promo. They look so lame.
It always does that. It's. I mean, what are you gonna say, man? It's like they have a really bad framing with that shit all the time. They have no idea what's good when it comes to that stuff.
It looks so dumb.
Always out of the mainstream. No effects. It's always out of the mainstream. It's never what's going on in any other entertainment industry. You're like, how who cooked this up? This
Hey
had to
guys,
go
we
through
found a sick new graphic.
people, man. This had to go through like multiple people greenlighting this. How quick? But I do love the Usos still. They're having a great run. And successfully, one of those few runs where you transition from heel to face and keep your belt and your momentum. That's rare, man. That's super rare.
Okay.
Like, they're doing a great job.
Their faces, right?
Yeah. I really hope they make Mania this year. They turned it into a personal mission. So
there's no way they can't. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do if they might drop to the Bludgeon Brothers at Fastlane and then maybe get a rematch. But
as long as it's on the main card, that's all. It's not the pre-show, man. Boys have been pre-showing for like 3 years or something like that. It's sad.
Yeah, they fucking deserve it. I mean, they could even, I don't know, maybe are they supposed to do a shake-up anytime soon?
Probably after Mania.
Fuck, I was gonna say if it was before Mania, you could easily have them drop the titles and go to Raw and challenge the Bar or something. But
they might just do a title match. I don't know what the hell the Bar's doing either.
That might even be, that might be their best option.
Yeah, but they kind of already did it. They did that exact match at Survivor Series.
I know, yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like I don't think the Bar's going to have those belts come Mania, for what it's worth. Like, they weren't even supposed to win them. They won them because Jason Jordan was hurt. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was apparently the whole reason they did the title switch, because Jordan's like pretty legit hurt, and he won't be able to do anything for a little bit. So they'll probably keep him on TV and do the story with Seth and everything and hope he heals up, but they can't do like the house show circuit defend the title thing.
Okay, that makes sense. Shit.
So, I don't know, but the Bar being champions right now is not the plan. So it makes me think that maybe the Revival strolls along or something.
They're kind of, I mean, they did get jobbed out, but then they won and cut another promo on Raw.
It's like pretty hard, right? Like they don't do jobber matches unless they're pushing people. So, yeah.
Was it so then I guess a Fashion Files, which wasn't really a Fashion Files.
Yeah.
But the best part of it was Chad Gable trying to shush.
Yes.
Somebody went shush, shush, shush. Learn how to shush, you idiot.
Man, Chad Gable is doing pretty good as a heel, but not all the time.
He's still, I don't know, man. There's something about him where it's like he's got like there's like a swagger to him when he's a heel, man. He just comes in, he seems like a high school bully.
Exactly.
A legit high school bully. Like, I feel like he needs a Letterman jacket. Just the way he walks in, he thinks he's all top shit. And like, he's short, but he can fuck you up.
Exactly.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I'm way into it, man. Gable for president. Gable for champion.
Did you see him and Jason Jordan had a back and forth on at the Rumble?
Yes, I fucking loved that. I absolutely loved it. He was a total dick to Jason Jordan.
Yes.
And he was like, how's your single success going there, tag champ?
Yeah, left me for a singles run.
Awesome, man. Like, I've been waiting for that since they split up. Just for a little bit of closure and a little bit of Chad Gable not being a little bitch about that whole thing.
I really think they could have a great solo match too, man. 1-on-1, it seems like they could fucking tear the house down.
Oh god, I would absolutely love that. I really would. Like, that's a Mania match right there, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I buy the fuck out of that.
It really seems like they're building up a lot of like good they could really build some good singles matches for Mania this year.
I know.
Styles, Knock, Finn, Cena, fucking. You could do Chad Gable, Jason Jordan. You could do Seth Rollins and Dean would have been good if he wasn't hurt. Like, so many.
We need right in the middle of that right now, man.
What's that?
We'd be right in the middle of that right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, it'd be amazing.
Like, too bad. Next year.
Yeah,
no, Mania does look pretty good so far.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be. It seems like it's gonna be a lot of good singles matches.
Yeah,
I'm into that with some good stories behind them.
Yeah, I don't know how Bludgeon Brothers get to the Usos, but I hope they just stop squashing tiny children.
Yeah, you want to see them wrestle like a legit tag team, but there isn't really anybody. I guess Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin would be the only one they could really kind of have a good back and forth match with.
Just they kind of need to graduate, like have a New Day feud right now. Why not?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
They're like gonna bludgeon the Joy or whatever. It's a nice legit feud, man. New Day can put anyone.
I like that.
Exactly. New Day can put anyone over too and not lose a tiny bit of momentum, they can do anything. So,
I want to see Biggie try to give pancakes to Luke Harper.
Exactly.
So bad.
Exactly. And he like tears it in half, and Biggie's like, "How could you do that?"
Oh, pancake. That's my pancake. I made that.
Pancakes.
Oh.
Yeah, Bludger Brothers. I mean, do something. I want to say, like, do something. Poke you with a stick. Do something.
Come on. So what was next? I'll say one quick thing. Backstage promos with the cell phones kind of thing. Not a huge fan. I mean, it's kind of a cool new way to do it, but I'm not a fan of the text, the graphics, again. But Bobby Roode had a great one, and the crowd loved it.
People need to get selfie sticks if they're going to be doing cell phone promos. Like, I don't want to see it like down here. Baron Corbin keeps doing these like waist up, like dominating the phone promos, and it's killing me, man. It's killing me. Fucking hold your phone up, dude. Like, just do this. Like, holy shit. Or get a selfie stick, and you can keep your stupid hand down your waist where you want it to be, and the camera can be framed properly. Like, that's all. I mean, you watch like Being the Elite with like the Young Bucks and Kenny, and that shit is like filmed, man. Like, those guys have an eye for that shit. And Baron Corbin's out here just like putting his phone in the fucking bathroom stall and like yelling at it.
It's like he doesn't even know how it works. What do you mean? Oh, is it on?
Yeah, oh shit, it was just a voice memo.
Baron Corbin's the guy who wouldn't realize that his phone was recording the entire time, and he would just walk around all day, think he's taking pictures.
He periscopes all day from his pocket. Fucking guy. Like,
have you ever seen Being John Malkovich? It might sound random, but
yes.
You know whenever he's in his body for the first time, and Malkovich is like talking to the carpet company about different colors and shit, and it's super boring, mundane. I can see that's Baron Corbin's life when he's not wrestling, man. He's like calling, he's like, "Hi, room service. I see you have this on your menu. Can I get this instead?" Just really boring.
They're like, "Sorry, no, Mr. Corbin, but I really want it." And they're like, "Sorry, it's not on the menu." He's sad. And he sits there and he stares at the wall.
Sad, boring life.
Sad Corbin.
Oh, we got to do that. There you go, man. Being John Malkovich, but Baron Corbin.
Yep. Get on it, buddy.
I'll make it happen.
I'm on it. I love it.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Rusev calling Bobby Roode Bob Roode was great, and Bobby Roode circling Rusev Day and then writing Glorious was perfect.
This is what I mean. Those two are gonna be money. It's a shame it's already next week.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, like they can easily. This can be a fast lane match too. They can have like a screwy finish or something.
You could have Rusev win and then rematch it. You know,
I'm super into that.
Rusev's had a crappy year, man. Like him winning the U.S. title feels like an accomplishment at this point. You know, like
and the fact that he's not the heel foreign guy, and you know he's not going to lose it. Like he has such a better run, knowing he's not going to lose to the All-American top babyface. Like he can have a great run, and like you don't know who he's going to lose to. He
could do that whole character I've heard rumored for him for a long time, which is like he embraces America and like the beautiful freedom and majesty of America, and becomes like this proud U.S. champ instead.
Dude, perfect segment is backstage. You see Rusev with the New Day eating pancakes, and he's like, "I love pancakes."
You guys are always offering these to me, but I never actually tried them. You know, and then he's like, he parades through and just finds all these things he absolutely adores about America.
Dude, October, come Halloween, you see Rusev. He's like, "Wait, so Halloween, you just go house to house in costumes? They give you candy? I love Halloween." Just learns about all of the holidays.
He wasn't paying attention before. He was just training and being angry.
Yes.
But now he's just like, he's super into this, and he didn't understand, and now he totally understands. He loves it here.
Yes.
Like, that's Rusev's eventual face turn.
I love it. So what do we have next? Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte. Pretty good promo. Charlotte, alpha female again, doing her thing, man. Loving it. I like her. Wish she wasn't champion for the Rumble. I wish she would have had been in the Rumble, you know?
Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's like she should be champion because she's Charlotte and she's the best, but then you miss out on that, and it's like, fuck, that sucks for her. But then
I feel like they could have it would have been good if they had done some kind of cash in storyline like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Because then Carmella could have just been champ. Charlotte could have been in the Rumble instead.
Yeah, that would have worked.
I would have dug the hell out of that much more.
But then,
Like Charlotte put on a way better show.
but does she win the Rumble?
Probably.
I guess. Well, the thing too is, I mean, at the end of the day, you could have her lose the Rumble, but then still have a match and win the belt back.
Yeah, and you could tease her and Asuka in the middle of the Rumble too, and then have Asuka still win, and you're like, oh shit, Charlotte Flair Alpha beaten by fucking Asuka. Asuka's a super badass.
You do them 1-2, man. And Charlotte told story she wants to get that revenge.
Oh, shit. That'd be amazing. And the whole time they're like across the ring from each other, taking care of business, and it's coming back together.
How are they? Yeah, them 1 and 2 constantly like fighting back, eliminating people. And then
we're gonna have a women's rumble every year now. We got lots of time, so maybe next year.
That'd be sick.
Maybe next year, but I think they'll probably switch next year, and it'll be like Asuka will be the champ, Charlotte will be in the rumble and win.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the Riot Squad challenging Charlotte?
I thought this was actually a pretty okay. Like again, we're in bridge feud time, right? Like Ruby Riott, she's been pretty good comparatively with the rest of all of the call-ups. I'd say she's probably the best one. Like on the mic, and she actually has a character, and she comes across as confident and stuff. Like she's doing pretty well, like honestly. And she came across pretty well here, and she's a fine bridge feud for Charlotte going through to Mania. And then you got Carmella buzzing around too.
Okay. Fuck, man. This one thing I hate so much about Money in the Bank cash-ins is every time it happens, it takes the ref forever to cash it in because it's like he doesn't understand what Money in the Bank is. It's like it's the first time.
I know.
And then he has to tell the announcer what to say, like it's a foreign concept. He's like, okay, so he's cashing in. What does that mean? Well, okay, so we're gonna have a match now, and you have to announce it. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I get it. Okay, he's cashing in. It's like just like how is it not just here's my briefcase, ring the fucking bell.
Ring the bell. Start right now. I know.
So
whenever the ref leans out of the ring and starts to get, I'm like, oh, it's a false one. Whatever. Like we've seen what like 100 false Money in the Bank cash-ins by now, and they're all the same. They're all exactly the same. They're all exactly like that. But it was nice to see a women's one because like there hasn't been many. Like Carmella's hasn't teased it. Like I think you were saying that last week.
Yeah, a couple times, but I mean, and also
a really low clip. Like
this, I don't know. I feel like this would have been the perfect time for her to cash in.
Me too. When I was I stepped away for that one and I was reading about it and I saw she came out and I was like, oh damn, is this the time? This is totally the time. Oh my god, this is a perfect time. And no, because then Charlotte could just win it back in Fastlane.
Well, that's the thing, and like you can have the whole story of like Charlotte was all pissed that she wasn't able to be in the Rumble, and then all of a sudden she loses her belt because of a cash in, and then she's like, "Fuck, like it's bullshit." It just seems like that's the time to do it. But
I like it.
I feel like I'm really worried she's going to try to cash in and not win like Baron Corbin did.
It's getting there, right?
No,
I would get worried.
Could it? You think they'd ever do one where the person didn't realize that it's been a year, and then like the next day they're like, "Yeah, your cash-in's it's over," and they're like, "What? It expired?
What are you talking about?"
Expiration thing?
Yeah, you look like a fucking dipshit. They'll probably still let her win. You can't have the first women's Money in the Bank be a loss, right?
No, but question. Okay, so it expires after a year, right? But okay, say what if next year they have another Money in the Bank match and Carmella still hasn't cashed in yet, and whatever, say fucking Becky wins, whatever, and then that night Becky cashes in and wins. Can Carmella cash hers in and win it back? Or is it
because they would totally do that? But if you're going by like truth and justice laws, I would say that like the first Money in the Bank dies, the second Money in the Bank is activated.
But there's never been any rules about it.
I know, right? It's uncharted territory. That would be my assumption, but that's no fun, right? That's no fun at all.
So. It ruins 2 Money in the Banks back to back, but I still think it would be funny.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'm into it. I wish they didn't have to sacrifice a whole year for it, but I'm into it.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Because then you have to wait a whole year for a cash in, and then you get it, and then you lose that other cash in. So then you got to wait a whole year for another briefcase.
You turn into a 24-hour story after a year, But like, they have to have her win, right? Like they can't not have her win, but it's a question of when is all.
Yeah, and I feel like they got to build her up because she's just disappeared. She's got to get some wins, something.
This is a good time. I mean, like if the Riot Squad keeps swarming Charlotte and Carmella keeps teasing, like that's solid for a month, man. I can totally do that for a month. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's what Money in the Bank is. Like you said, we've seen it 100 times, so it's like who cares if we keep seeing it? It's always fun to just the threat of it.
Yeah. Well, Carmelo, kayfabe was pretty dumb not to cash when she had Ellsworth around, right?
That's so true. Yeah.
Like for the distraction and everything. Like he can come out, distract, she can come up, cash, boom, win. Like, come on, man, you got a crew. Like, don't be stupid. You got a crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like where the women are going right now. It's good stuff. Except like, Becky Lynch still doesn't seem to have much to do.
Oh, it's such a shame too. Like it really, I feel like that's the Mania.
Saver, man.
That I was gonna say that too, man. Like they pick and choose when fucking people come out to help people.
They're best buddies. Like they have a fucking like meme going on the internet here.
She was training for the match.
Oh, mixed match challenge. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, there you go. She got an excuse.
Fair enough.
But I think that's the match, right? Becky Charlotte Mania.
I could see it. I'm still I'm wondering where it all goes, man. Like, I feel like with Ronda around, they should just go do Asuka Charlotte right now. And then,
especially if Raw's getting the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, just go do Asuka Charlotte right now. And next year, do Charlotte Ronda.
Oh my God, man. What if the plan is Asuka Charlotte and Mania?
Uh-huh.
Asuka wins. Carmella cashes in, beats her, and that's the first time Asuka loses. Did you freeze, or you just like really hate that idea?
Both.
That would be so much heat.
Time stopped for me. She could pull a Seth too.
But see, she could, and then like technically Asuka lost, but she didn't really lose because it's the triple threat thing. But right. I like the idea that Asuka's first loss is a cash in. That'd be hilarious.
To Carmella.
The Heat, second generation superstar. She deserves it.
I love Carmella. Don't get it twisted here, But like, if that happens, there might be a remote through my television and shit. I never want to be one of those internet guys who smashes their TV because they're pissed at sports, especially. But like, fuck me, man.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh, that'd be so good. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. I would love Becky Charlotte in a similar to Knock and AJ type of like I'm better than you feud. It slowly builds to be something with a little bit of animosity.
And that's the one where you legit recreate Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar, where they do push-up contests and drink milk and shit.
And they train together and stuff, and it's like kind of shit talk. Because Becky's so good at shit talk, man. Yeah. She's so like I love her on Twitter and other little videos and stuff. She's like so good at that shit. So Becky all the time.
I know, man. I hate that she's never fucking on SmackDown. I love Becky.
She has been doing nothing for about a year, like nothing. Just spinning there, and like
it's a shame.
She's so good and she's so over too. She's like an organically over face, and that's rare as shit, man.
There's just something about her. Like you rarely see her wrestle, but she can wrestle, and then just like her presence, man.
Her presence. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they don't like Becky Lynch.
Yeah, how could you not?
Ever across like any spectrum of fan, Like everybody likes Becky Lynch. Great character, great wrestler, great everything.
Yeah.
Like universally loved.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Becky. Becky was a little ass kicker. Even though like I hate her fucking goggles, but I don't know, she pulls them off.
She pulls them off, man. She pulls them off. I don't like steampunk shit either. Like it's dumb, but like works for her.
Totally it's just like Doug Peterson, man. I'm not a visor guy, but he can pull it off.
I'll give you that. I'll give you Doug Peterson's visor. He boxed the shit out of that visor, man. It's too bad Jags didn't make it. You would have had a visor Super Bowl.
There's too many visors, man. It's like fedoras. Can't have more than one.
The crew. Let's just skip Ty and Baron Corbin because
I'll just say Baron Corbin sucks at backstage segments. He just came in like, "Were you still here?"
Why does Baron Corbin, all that he does is barge in and demand shit he doesn't deserve? Like the guy doesn't deserve anything, and all he does is just barge in and act like he does. I mean, like he's a pretty good American, for what it's worth.
I also see a lot of I feel like I get why John likes Baron, because John's kind of like Baron. I could see John like very imitating Baron very well. He can do a good Baron Corbin impression.
We gotta do that one day, man. He's got to pour water on his head and slick his hair back.
I feel like we have to have a Baron Corbin Mojo match between me and John. Where
Awesome.
I'm Mojo. I'm
I'll ref
Cody.
the shit out of that. I'll ref and I'll call it in the ring while we're going on too. I'll
That's gonna be it.
ref.
That's our match. There we go.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. So then I guess it just was the main event, right? Nothing else after that.
Gable and Benjamin murdered Breezango, but
oh yeah.
Which was sad but predictable. And I'm sad about Breezango, but I still love them and will always love them.
I loved the Ascension, the glasses. Which one's the tall one? Is it Victor or Connor?
I have fucking no idea.
He didn't have his makeup on. It looked weird.
They're slowly transitioning, man. It was like they've done a couple without the makeup now, and it's like kind of optional, makeup optional.
Well, I love too they had the top 10 list, and then number 10 was the Ascension. It was still the stick figures.
Love that shit. Absolutely love it. No, they're doing well, man. Ascension's on their best run. Breezango's still always fun. Those guys don't get old. And yeah, I like Benjamin and Gable right now too, man. I like so much of SmackDown right now. There's so many things I love and so few things I hate right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, man. Like we were saying, I mean, I actually sat down because I wasn't gonna watch. I was gonna read it, but I was like, no, I'll check it out, and I was drawn into it. I was intrigued. I'd watched everything.
They're doing a good job, and it's the right time of year to be hitting the right stride, you know.
Yeah, I'm super into it.
And yeah, we had the main, so yeah, that's about it. We already talked about that. So lots of good stories though, man. Lots of jamming right now.
Everything's rolling. Building the fast lane and then building the mania. So I love it.
And fast lane's just a kind of a stopover, you know, like a rest stop. They're treating it more like a rest stop and not like a actual stop. So like that's good. You kind of cruise past it without, because I hate when they like chop the mania build in half so that they can build for this side pay-per-view and then do a month of mania build. Like do the whole build and just have it run through Fastlane.
Okay.
You know, like a big Raw. Like we have some confrontations, but nothing that really blows the money matches.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Good SmackDown, man.
Good SmackDown. It was good SmackDown. I don't even want to say it happened because it was great.
I know it didn't just happen. It was good. It was entertaining. We need to figure out so few times where this actually happens, but like we need to come up with a way to say like that was a good show.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Just jack the board, right?
For now, at least.
I got it. That was hype.
I don't know. I do not vote for that. It's for a 2-man power trip tonight too, because Johnny
John went to
Florida to go trying to romance Nikki Cross because he's finally moved on from Nia, which good for him. That wasn't going anywhere. It's been in restraining order territory.
I feel like this one is you if he went to Florida.
Yeah, and Dylan, as you were saying before we started the show, he could have just waited for the NXT crew to come up here on their tour in like a month, but the heart wants what it wants, right?
Exactly.
So he hopped on I think it was a Greyhound bus with 14 stops.
Oh, I thought he rode his bicycle.
He rode his bicycle to the bus stop.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's cold, man. It's really cold right now.
True. It's a long ways to Florida. You gotta
so he's like probably like a quarter of the way there right now. It's like a 4-day trip. So
yeah, I don't know. Best of luck to Johnny.
Godspeed, Johnny. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Maybe we'll get him on the Skype.
No, the next time we see him, he's gonna be like an anarchist, all pink like Sandy.
Yes.
Be wearing like camo gear and shit. Like
I'm into it.
He's like
got eyeliner on.
Him and Nikki Cross are like engaged already when he gets back. He's like an anarchist. He's setting little fires on his side of the feet and shit. You know?
He's got a Scottish accent.
Every time he streams now, it's like behind a barrel fire.
And it's all cryptic, and he's just like, "Oi."
Exactly. And you can't understand a word he's saying, but he'll get the ratings, baby.
Oh yeah.
Get anarchist Johnny back from Florida.
But yeah, that was SmackDown. It was hype.
Breaking news: Rockstar Spud is the 205 Live GM.
Oh, that just happened?
Yep.
Oh, you froze again. I'm gonna assume, yeah.
His name is Drake Maverick.
What, sir?
Drake Maverick.
His name's Drake Maverick.
Yeah.
So do people even know who he is?
I don't know. I only kind of knew who he was. So
Rockstar Spud. I only know him because like I started watching a bit of the EC3 stuff with him.
yeah, he was like his valet. You know.
Yeah, and then they had the match.
It was a good little story. Yeah.
Drake, that's weird.
The cruiser GM, which is a good idea.
It is. It's just, yeah. I'm curious to see. I'm gonna watch to see if anybody recognized who he was.
Oh wow! So it was a 16-man tournament.
To crown
At
the
WrestleMania. It landed at WrestleMania.
They're going back to the Cruiserweight Classic style.
They basically are. Exactly.
All right, maybe we'll do something to kind of. Maybe we'll try to break down that bracket someday and see who's in it.
Yeah, it looks like the first round announced was TJP versus Tyler Bate, which is dope. Ooh. And Cedric Alexander versus Grand Metalik. So hopefully Cedric goes through there because he'd be dope in that match. But shit, man, Tyler Bate is now a cruiserweight.
Shit,
like officially, yeah. I'm way into it. What do they throw Dunn in there too? Fucking A, man.
They don't have the whole bracket yet.
No, they only have these two.
When they do the bracket, maybe we'll break it down. Kind of give our odds, predictions, and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Because like you said, it's another cruiserweight classic, man, and that was amazing. So
cool. All right, yeah. So thanks for
good show.
Good show. Yeah, it's a good show. Definitely check it out if you didn't.
We'll get John back from Florida for the next show.
Yes, get John back or Skype from Florida. Depends.
Skype from Florida. Yeah, Nikki Cross will be on for 2 maybe.
Yes. But yeah, so as always, follow us on Twitter. I guess we have Facebook too. I post it on Facebook. I post these things. So
there you go.
If you don't have Twitter or Instagram,
Dylan also split the Twitter feed. Most of the tweets are from me and you.
I mostly just follow people to get follows, and then you do a lot of the tweeting.
Yeah, I do a lot of the organic tweets. Let's say.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of the push tweets, like check out our video, check out the Instagram, stuff like that. Cross media posts because you're a media guy.
Yeah. Some Instagram stuff. I've been pretty low on the Instagram. Oh, I figured out an idea for the Instagram account. I'll run it by you, but I think I got a good idea of how we're gonna frame it to try to get people.
Right. I like it.
But yeah, so check that out too because I got some pretty cool stuff we're gonna do. But yeah, other than that, Instagram at Kick Punch Stomp, and then always Kick Punch Stomp on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get those views up on the pod. They're good pods, man. They're fun. We break shit down.
We are.
We make good jokes. We're funny.
We're for a good long while, babe.
And we predict a lot of shit too.
That's right, man. Nostradamus.
But yeah, cool. All right. Check you later.